Hey everybody, hello crafty friends, happy Friday evening. Hope you're having a great end of the week. Let me get this sent so everybody knows we're here. How is everyone? Hop on and say hello. Let me get this going. Activated. Specific post. Hey people, how are you? Let me know you're here. Say hey. Tell me how your week has been. Are you glad it's the weekend? Save that. Publish that. Should be good to go. Hola. Hey Sina. How are you? Happy first Friday in March. And honestly, I don't know what I'm doing, if I'm trying to grow out my bangs or not. It's just insanity. So who knows what my hair is going to look like from one day to the next. Hi, Patty. Okay, let me see if that got sent. So turn that off. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Selena. Hello, Carolyn from Waterloo, Iowa. Okay, so when you hop on, we would love it if you would give our page a heart, if you'd follow our Raincross Farms Makery page if you aren't already, and if you are willing to, if you would sprinkle this out to your crafty friends, that would be great. And you know what? I'm looking, and I have that heart right behind me, and I feel like I have Mickey Mouse ears. There we go. I don't want to have Mickey Mouse ears, so I'm going to change this up. I'm going to switch this out. There we go. Just because I don't want to have Mickey Mouse ears. How's that? Thanks for sprinkling. Oh, you always look. Thank you so much. Maybe you need to adjust your screen because I don't always feel like it, but thank you. Okay, so tonight, this is, March 3rd. It's a brand new month for our Club Couture, and so I wanted to, before too much time passes, I want to show you March's exclusive design and show you a fun little craft. My hair is so very, I know, I don't know, I just let it grow because I don't know what to do with it. Okay, oh, much better, no more Mickey ears. Okay, so Club Couture is our monthly subscription program where every month you sign up for it, you get to your mailbox, you get an 8.5 by 11 transfer exclusive for club members. The only people who can get them are designers or club members. And March, it's different every month. This one is March's, if you can see it. It's called Botanicals. Very popular if you go to craft stores or home decor stores. Flowers and botanicals are very, very popular. So it's got those 4 little flowers with the long stems. It's got a little butterfly up there, and then the wording on the bottom says just keep breathing. So very pretty. We're going to use this, but we're gonna do something a little different with it instead of just plopping it down and chalking it. Okay, also with your transfer every month, you will get 3 coordinating paste packets. Did I get them all out? So this month you get, they're kind of similar, but you get papaya, which is kind of an orangey, camel, which is a brown, and shimmer melon. So you get these colors. Do they send them out automatically? Yes, they do. These are the colors in the jars. It might show a little better. So these are the colors that come with it, but you don't get the jars, you get the little paste singles. So it's pretty economical to get started and try some different colors. And the very first time you sign up, you get a free mini squeegee. So that's what Club is if you are interested. Do they send them out automatically? Yes, they do. You sign up and you put your card in, and then every month they'll charge your card and send out your Club packet every month. It's free shipping for your Club packet. So you're just paying $21.99 a month plus tax. So great bargain, especially if you just want to try this out. You have to get your own surface. They don't send a surface, so they can make it very affordable. But here's the surface that I ran into that I'm going to use for this. This is it's kind of like a picket fence, and I got this at Walmart. So it was, I think it was $9.60 or something like that. So it's just a wooden, looks like a little picket fence. It's got a little hanger on the back. So we are going to arrange these little flowers to put them on our fence. Sound good? Can't you wait? Okay, if you have any other questions about Club, let me know. Ask them now. And if you're interested, you can't get the picture. Oh, sorry. You're having trouble with Facebook, Patty. If you're really interested in Club, just type the word Club in the comments, and you should get a message sent to your messenger, and you can click on that and you can read more information about it. But if you have any questions, just ask. Okay, so let's get started. Again, I got this surface at Walmart. They probably have something similar a lot of different places. And so this is wood. So we are going to put some surface wax on it, just because I want to make sure. I'm going to put a sticky transfer down on this, and I don't want this to stick so well that when I pull it up, I pull up the paint, or I stretch my transfer and kind of tweak it, because that would not be good. That would kind of ruin it. So we don't want to do that. So I'm just going to, okay, you're here. Is it working for you now, Patty? Okay, so I'm just putting, this is surface wax. It's clear paste wax, and I sell it in my shop if you're interested. And so we're going to try a different technique with this, so we'll see how it works. And I want to get any of that excess wax off, so I'm going to rub it and buff it really well. We're going to kind of do a watercolor technique with these. Hey Tina, how are you? Woohoo! Yeah, Bill liking the hair long. He always tells me, do what you want to with it. You have to live with it. But I know he likes it long. Okay, now I'm going to open this up. This is brand new. With these, the newer transfers that we have a new manufacturer, and apparently there was like a miscommunication. And this is a silk screen transfer. So where you see white, there's really a silk screen mesh there. And there's also a little, it's called a slug line. It's got all the registration, copyright information, the dates, the name of the transfer printed on there. Well, the previous company knew to print it on there. This company put it in screen. So just keep in mind, if you go to paste over that, it will go through onto your surface. So you might want to cover that up with some painter's tape or something like that if you don't think you can avoid it. Okay, let's see. Let me get my fuzzing cloth out. Now we're going to do this in a couple of steps. Love the photo. Yes, yes. I love that picture, Tina. Brought back a lot of memories. Not that we want to move back to California, but we love your offer of visiting. Tina is our, we are co-parenting a newly married couple. Is that what we're doing? Are we co-parenting? And she lives in a neighborhood where we used to live. She posted a beautiful picture of the neighborhood today. Brought back some memories from when we lived there. Okay, now I'm gonna keep this out. Now I put a little bit of fuzz on this so that it doesn't stick super, super, super tight. And I'm going to lay these down separately. And I'm only going to chalk one at a time. And let me show you what I'm going to do. The first one, the first time I chalk it, I'm going to chalk it in a very, very, very pale color. I could do it in white, but you wouldn't be able to see it. I would be able to see it. So I'm going to use Dune, and I'm just going to chalk a little outline. Let me do it and explain. Okay, so this is kind of thin. Hopefully it should work though. I have to replace my Dune. Okay, so just this first leaf, not leaf, what am I saying? This is Dune. It is not meant to show up, okay?
Is it Dune?
Dune, it's just kind of an almond color, because this is going to be my outline, and I'm going to actually, get rid of that thing. I'm going to actually watercolor inside the lines. So I've got my Dune paste, and I'm just gonna go over, and don't really even need to do the entire thing. I really just need to do the leaves and the flowers. I'll go ahead and go down there. So just this first one, and I'm going to peel this up and temporarily put this on a drying mat. Okay, so this is what I did. You can barely see it, but I'm going to paint the inside the pretty colors. So let me dry this. And then I'm going to scoot it over and do another flower. You'll see. Trust me. Stay with me. I just used to walk in the mornings. Just because I used to walk in the mornings, and that's what you'd remember. That's what you would see.
Well, where the direction the sun is coming from.
Oh.
You know, that's how I tell direction, whatnot, is knowing where the sun is.
Okay, so got that dry. I'm going to put this down so that I don't. And this is going to. We're going to center this one on that next slat. This looks like a poppy. Hey, Joy. How are you? Okay. So, again, I'm going to do this. I know you're thinking, but you can't even see that. Why are you doing that in this light color? Because I'm creating an outline. So, some Dune colored paste. I could do white. I would be able to see it, but you wouldn't be able to. I'm just going to make sure I get the leaves and the floral, and I can go down there, and I'll peel that one up. And I can see I already got some. I got a little boo-boo right there, So while it's still wet, I'm putting that off. I kind of smeared my paste. Okay, and let me show you, then I'll dry it. So I've got another one. So I'm really just like creating a coloring book page. So I'm going to dry that. And I'm drying it because I'm going to put this on again next to it.
So you got that board from Walmart?
This is from Walmart. Yep.
Is it new? Is it something that you see there often?
No, I had seen somebody use this, and they said they had gotten it at Walmart, so I went and found it at Walmart. It was kind of, it's in their wood craft department, and it's kind of, in ours anyway, they kind of have it stacked up on its side, so you kind of have to know what you're looking for to go find it. I can, you know what? What did I do with that? Here. Do you have the Walmart app? Scan that, scan the barcode, and you should be able to get you can get all the codes from Walmart on it. See if your Walmart has it. Sure. No problem. Okay, so you're trusting me that this is going to be okay.
It's going to be
That's
fabulous.
dry. Okay, I'm going to take my next flower and center that right there. And this is really just to make sure I don't get extra paste on it. Okay, and again, I'm going over this with Dune paste, a very light colored paste.
Here it is. Found it.
Did you find it?
Well, I found Walmart. Took me a while.
There's my next one. Let me show you that one. So each little slat is going to have a flower on it. And we're going to color those in. Hey, Judy from Julietta, neighbor. Just got back from Costco.
Almost missed it.
Hi, Liana. Yes, the new transfers are thinner, and that works out really good because they're a little bit more flexible, I think, so that they can mold to non-flat surfaces a little better. But yes, they are a slightly thinner, more flexible material. They are more see-through, so if you're trying to line up, and you'll see when I go to do this, because I'm going to lay this back down again, they're more see-through so you can line up your transfer better. Yes, and I think they're much easier to clean. They just, seems like they just kind of wipe up. Yes, Patty agrees, they clean up nicer. My blingy shirt, my Ring Cross Farms Idaho shirt that my husband, no, I think I made that. Did you make that? You made that one. You made that one. But you used my Cricut materials to do it.
No.
Yeah, you did. You cut it out on your cutter, but...
Okay, so
and then let's do...
They don't have a picture of it.
They don't?
It said image coming soon.
Oh.
But
Okay,
I'm seeing if I can find a link for it here.
Okay. So again, we are just creating a little coloring book on this picket fence sign. You'll see it will all make sense to you momentarily. And let's peel that off. Ta-da! And let's dry that. Joint effort. You two crack me up. We crack ourselves up. We really do. Okay, now there's a butterfly, and I want to chalk the butterfly in here too. So let me get this dry. And let me put down the butterfly about right there. And I'm going to chalk in that butterfly. Oh, making a mess. Okay, butterfly done. Okay, let me dry that. I'll show it to you. Actually, I think I'm going to put another butterfly up here somewhere too. You never have too many butterflies, right?
Judy says 17 days till spring, but who's counting?
Hey, I still think we're in for some more cold weather.
Absolutely. In fact, it's on our weather app that we're supposed to snow tonight.
Woohoo!
Ain't gonna happen, but it's on the app.
Okay, and I'm going to put a butterfly up here. Turn it that direction. The dogs are out there barking at something. And that butterfly.
Overnight.
Overnight.
Yes, we might wake up to some, but it won't be much, if any.
Okay. Okay, let me dry it, then I'll show you. Okay, here we go. So, here's my outline. So I've got a flower on each of the little pickets, and I've got a butterfly up here, and I've got a butterfly there. Okay, so I'm done with the dune.
Well, you've got a coloring book going.
I've got a coloring book. What does that mean?
Well, you got your white.
Oh, I've got my outlines of my flowers. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry just a tad bit longer, and I'm gonna clean this transfer for you. Our transfers are meant to be reusable. Stick this here. But in order to get the most use out of them, the company guarantees 10 to 12 times that you can reuse this. But I know if you clean them up really, really well, regularly, you can get 20 or more uses out of them. So
Tina says so nice. Tina says, cute.
Thank you, Sina and Tina. Okay, unfortunately you do too. You think it's going to be snowy. Okay, so I'm going to just take some water, spray it on here. The best way to clean these is at your sink, but if you don't have a sink handy, I'm going to show you how you can clean it just at your work site. And I'm going to start with either a paper towel, or this is a Swedish dishcloth, one of those reusable sponge type things. And I'm just going to, this is optional, but I like doing this. I'm just going to take this and clean off that top layer of paste. Just like that. Okay, now this is not completely clean. You can still see there's paste everywhere, but I've got the bulk of it off, and it's on here. And if this was a paper towel, I could throw it away. This I can rinse out and reuse. Now I'm going to switch over to my board eraser. Sell this in my shop. It's a lot like a magic eraser, whatever those are made out of. We recommend these because there are no chemicals in it, and whatever that surface does, it pulls that paste out of that screen really, really well. And I like using the paper towel method first because it saves a little bit of wear and tear on my board eraser. I think it makes these last just a little bit longer. So my goal is to get all that paste out of the screen, and it likes to bleed through onto the back, so I'm going to turn it over. Same thing, spray it. Board eraser. Well, honey, do you have any guys there listening?
No, I'm asking the ladies.
You're thinking you're getting the ladies' opinion on whether liking long hair is just a guy thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know my audience.
Okay. Who is asking your opinion? Is he normal or not? Okay. Woo. Okay, so now I have that paste completely cleaned out of that screen. So I'm going to let it dry. I prefer to let it air dry, but because I'm going to be using this again, I'm going to just take a paper towel and I'm just going to quickly get a little bit of that moisture off so it dries a little bit quicker so I can reuse it again.
See, Tina says all the guys I know love long hair. See?
Okay.
Liana says I liked long hair when I was younger, but not so much now. I get that.
Okay, so my transfer's cleaned, ready to use again. You can call me Big John.
Why would we call you
Why
Big
would
John,
we call
Judy?
you Big John? Okay, so next I am going to use some different colors. I'm not going to use just the ones that come. I'm going to branch out a little bit. So I'm going to use some raspberry sorbet, which is a pretty pinky color. I'm going to use shimmer flamingo. It's kind of an orangey peachy, but it's got shimmer in it. And I'm going to use shimmer flamingo, one of our new ones. It's a shimmery purple. And I'm going to use some peach cobbler. Okay? So let me show you what I'm going to do. And for the greenery, I'm going to be using pesto. Okay? So I'm going to start with, and we're going to kind of do a watercolor. So I'm going to take just a little dab. I really don't need much of this. Just a little dab of my paste. This is chalk in paste form. And you know what? This one's kind of big. A smaller little brush. Okay. So this is kind of tiny. So I'm going to spray just a little bit of water on that to make a watercolor, a really thin color. And I'm just going to paint this on. It's wanting to not stick because of the wax that I put down there. But if I put enough coats on here, should be fine. So this is where I'm coloring it in. I'm just using my paste.
Judy said flamingo is nice, and Tina said beautiful colors.
And I will tell you, it's having a hard time sticking because I waxed it. So that might be something you might not want to do, is wax your board. Maybe just take your chances on it peeling up really well. Or just go over it a couple of times. It'll eventually start to stick. And these are just little tiny little petals. So, and I'm not worried too much that it's perfectly aligned.
In other words, you're not staying inside the line.
Well, I'm trying to, but I'm not stressing out over staying inside the lines. If I can, great. If I can't, that's fine too. You'll see it. It'll all come together.
So what you're doing is you're going to color it with the different colors you have there. Are you going to go back and print the outlines again?
Yes,
in a darker color?
and then I'm going to put the transfer right back down over it, and instead of printing it in that light color, I'm going to print it probably in black to make it pop.
So in the printing industry, that's called trapping.
Okay, so I'm trapping.
That's what you're doing right now. You're trapping.
I'm basically trapping my colors within those little lines.
Tina says, "Oh."
Okay, so that is that pink, and you know what? It's still kind of wet, so I'm not going to hold it up and show it to you just yet. I'm going to do, there's some leaves, so I'm going to go and do my leaves. So let me get another little tray. And put just a little bit of water on there. And do I have another brush here? This one's a little bit bigger. That's okay.
So when you're doing that in offset printing, you have to do what's called a shrink and spread. So when you trap it, it's called shrink and spread.
Okay.
And you do that when you're using negatives. So have you told everybody that you're married to a stripper?
My husband used to be a stripper.
Judy, don't spread that around.
Yeah, put that on the website. Okay. And again, the wax is kind of repelling the paste a little bit, but that's okay. I'm just going to keep going over it and it will eventually lay down. And I'm not worried about all those little details because I'm going to chalk them back over. And again, I'm trying to get a little watercolor effect, so I'm not too worried about super great coverage. If it's a little see-through, that's okay. Okay, I'm going to come back to those and let those dry. Shocking news to be greeted with.
That I'm a stripper.
Oh. You're going to have to explain that. I'm not going to explain it. I'm just going to let them think what they want.
Alana, is that too visual for you? Is that the problem?
Oh, goodness. Don't do that. Don't drop your paintbrush. But if you do, clean it up. Not a problem. Before it dries, super easy to clean. There we go. You didn't see that, did you?
Judy, we will talk to you later. Thanks for dropping in.
For
on
hopping on.
it. She has to go collect rent from tenants.
Uh-oh. Those bad tenants. Do you have a grace period?
Grace who?
Okay. And let's see. Those don't look like those I think we will be able to get with the transfer. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to give these just a quick dry. That's supposed to be not. Thank you, Tina. Thank you for the stars. Appreciate that. Leaving for Spokane tomorrow. We give them till the 5th. That's pretty normal, I think. Okay, so I'm going to give that a dry.
Someone says she'd let me strip the paint off furniture or houses.
Well,
There's
he wasn't.
Maud. Hi, Maud.
Hi, Maud.
Where did you find a fence, please?
This I got at Walmart in their woodcraft section. I think it was just under $10. I think it was like $9.60 or something like that. And I'm using the March Club transfer. You probably already know that. The March Club transfer, and I am just putting the individual leaves on, the individual flowers on each of these little posts in my fence. And I'm going to go back over some of this pink, make it just a little bit darker. Okay, so we're going for a watercolor effect. Let me show you what I've gotten so far. So there we go. So I'm just coloring it in. I chalked it with a really light color so that I can go over it.
So the whole idea about being a stripper, back when we used to do offset printing for large machinery and whatnot, we used negatives and burned a positive onto a plate by using negatives.
You can be confused. Okay, so this is our shimmer flamingo, one of our new colors, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to stir this up just a little bit.
Then when you're putting the negatives into registration, or when you're putting them in place, you strip the negatives into place. So my job was to put negatives on the right locations and position them correctly. So that's called stripping, and that was what I was trained to be able to do, is be a stripper. That was the actual name of my position, as a stripper.
My husband, the stripper. Okay, now shimmer flamingo.
Jesse says pretty.
Okay, and again, I'm fighting against that wax that I put down. But what I'm doing is I'm just going over it, and then I'm going to dry it, and then put another layer. It's kind of like a crayon resist.
What did you do? Did you go outside?
Okay, so that's not wanting to stick, so I'm going to dry that, give it kind of a surface to stick to. Hey, Jessie. I'm going to do another little layer. Color. Again, watercolor effect. And again, I'm not too worried if I go out of the lines, because I think it'll still all look really good. Let's try that again. Let's go over it one more time. Okay, I think that looks good. Rinse that off. And I'm going to do this one. This one kind of looks like a, I don't know, chrysanthemum or something. Or a zinnia maybe. I don't know. I don't remember my flowers. I used to be an agriculture major. That didn't last long. Okay, so another shimmer, so I'm going to give it just a little stir. Put just a little bit in my tray. Clean this out. And a little bit. I'm going to try this without the water and see if that helps.
I heard the truck on the broadcast.
Oh, did it?
Had a truck drive by and do compression brake
and rumble strips. Okay. And again, I'm not too worried about all those details because I'm going to chalk them on again. And let's dry that.
All right, so what was your pink colors again?
Okay, this pink was raspberry sorbet.
Raspberry sorbet,
This is
not raspberry.
Raspberry sorbet.
Not raspberry beret.
No, this is shimmer flamingo.
Shimmer flamingo.
And then this is shimmer violet. And then we're going to do peach cobbler. Okay. Now the shimmers take a couple of coats to get some coverage in there also, because of those mica flecks that make it look so pretty. I can hear you crunching all the way over here.
Yeah, but they're not picking up on the sound.
Can you hear Bill crunching?
My chair is making noises.
Yeah, that's also your mouth crunching on pretzels or popcorn or whatever that is you have. Okay, so there's my purple. Let me dry it.
The dogs are crunching on stuff. That's what we're hearing.
Is that what it is? I'm not believing you. Okay, and then what did I say? I'm gonna do, this is peach cobbler. It's not a shimmer.
Not a shimmer.
Not a shimmer. It's a very pretty peach.
You prepared ahead of time.
These are all new. This is one of our new colors. And let me toss that.
Well, Patty says she likes the colors too.
Good.
So.
Good. I do too. Okay. And so peach cobbler, I'm going to put a little bit of it here in this section. There's already some water in there. I'm going to let you answer your own questions about your sordid past.
My dad was a painter, and I hate stripping paint.
I do too.
He would have me, everything had to be done perfectly, because that's what he did.
He was kind of a perfectionist.
Well, he knew how to make it last. He's an excellent painter.
Okay, I'm going to dry this, add another little layer. And then we're going to do the butterflies.
A flutterby.
Flutterbies. Okay, here's our peach cobbler. Okay, and let's see. I'm going to use these same colors for the butterflies. Let's see. Let's do this part in peach cobbler. Sorry I'm so quiet. I am concentrating. Okay, so I've got peach cobbler on the top of that butterfly, and then I think I'm going to do purple. Purple down below.
What about the other butterfly?
And I'm going to do the other two colors on that one. And let me dry that, put another coat. We got one other thing to chalk too.
I got what?
We've got one other thing to chalk also.
The flutterby?
Well, other than that, it's a surprise. I haven't told you about it yet.
Haven't told me about it yet.
Told you about it yet.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So there's my butterfly. And let's see. This one we're going to do in the pink and the shimmer flamingo. And let's give it another coat. Okay, got our shimmer flamingo, and then let's do our raspberry sorbet on this one. Make it a little bit thicker. And do a second coat. Okay, so let me show you. I've just kind of painted in all of those little flowers, and let's really make sure they're dry, because I'm going to put the transfer back down over it, and I'm gonna need to wax this again so I don't peel up this paint that I just put down. So I want to make sure this is really good and dry. Okay, I think that's good. Let me put away some of these that I'm done with. And I'm going to need that out. I'm going to keep those out. Okay, so I'm going to put these back over. So I want to make sure I don't peel up this paste. So I'm going to go back over it again with a little bit of wax so that stickiness doesn't pull up that paint that I just put down. And buff that off. Okay, here we go. Now, like I said, I'm going to put this back down over it and chalk over it again. It's going to re-put all of those little details back in and outlines. I was thinking I was going to do it with black, but do you think I should do it with green or black?
Only if it's a dark green. I mean, it has to be a heavy dark green. That would be my idea.
Okay, you know, I think I'm going to do black. Just.
Or a dark brown.
Or dark brown? You know what? What do we think? Do we want to do the outline in black or dark brown?
You said you're doing something else.
Yes. That'll
Is
be
it on this?
Yes.
So is it words?
Mm-hmm.
Do it in dark brown, let the words be in black.
You don't want it all the same? Okay, so I'm fuzzing this again, and I'm going to lay this right back down, right?
It says black.
Black. So I'm going to lay this right back down, and what's great about these newer transfers is they are a lot more see-through. So it's really easy to lay them down. Okay, and I'm gonna kind of chalk around that lip. Okay, so we said black, or did we say brown? Black.
Well, the reason I would do the words in black and the outlines in dark brown is because it brings the words to the front, gives them the highest contrast.
So would you say outline in brown?
That's what I would. That was my thought. Doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It just.
This is so hard. This is so hard. Well, you know what? Let me see.
Too far gone? Just do black.
No, I think I can revive it. I just got it on my face. You know what? I'm going to do black because I don't trust this brown. It's kind of dried out, so I need to replace it. I need to remember to replace that. So I'm going to do black. So here's my black. Not too much. Uh-oh, I just went over that registration mark.
Uh-oh. Now what are you going to do?
I'm going to have to clean it off if I went through.
Diane Lasky. Glad to have
Hello,
you.
Diane. Okay, so I'm going to peel this up.
She wants to know what you're doing.
Oh, good. I didn't get it over that. Didn't get it over that. So here's. You can kind of see. I went over it again with the black, so that pink just kind of pops through. But you can see all those details now in the leaves. Okay, let me dry that because I'm going to put this back down. I probably should have done pink everywhere, not just in each of the little petals, but I think they're still good.
So, Diane asked a question. What is it we're doing?
Okay, I am.
So, what is this?
I am chalking with silkscreen transfers, and we're kind of doing this a little funky. Instead of just laying the whole design down, we are breaking it apart and chalking it onto these little panels. And I don't want any of this to stain on there. And then I did it once with a light. You kind of have to go back and see it. I did it once with a really light color to kind of give me an outline. Then I painted over. I kind of did a watercolor effect over that. And now I am reapplying the transfer to bring back all of those details. And that doesn't want to lay flat. Okay. So I'm going back over to get those details back in. And I'm concentrating, so pardon me if I'm very quiet. Bill needs to be tap dancing while I'm doing this.
Have you ever seen me tap dance? You sure you want to inflict that on people?
Okay. Let's peel this one off. Pretty, pretty. Let's dry it. Let's put this back over it. Let's do the next one. I'm trying to line it back up again.
This is very pretty.
Now you don't have to go to all of this rigmarole. You could just chalk it on in a single color. But I kind of had this idea. I'm having a hard time lining this up. There we go. A little bit of paste on there I want to get rid of. I might have to paint over that. I just made a boo-boo. Okay, so let's stick that there. Lay that down. That one off, dry it. And let's try one more. We can line this one up. Goes a little bit lower. Okay, almost done. I just have those butterflies. So here we go. This is what we've got so far. Kind of outlines those flowers. Let me dry that. And then we'll go do our butterflies. I'm thinking I would have done better to have done it in a dark green. but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, butterfly. Let's get this. Not getting paste anywhere. Let's line that up. That's not lined up. Pretty butterfly. And let's see if we can line this one up. Okay, so there we go. Pretty, pretty, pretty. We're not done yet though. I'm gonna stick this aside. You watched me clean this already, so I'm not gonna clean it again in front of you, but I'm just gonna spray this down so the paste stays damp. So when I go to clean it again, it's easier to clean. Okay, next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to dry this really well. And we are going to use another transfer. This is not the club transfer. This is one of our new ones called Welcome Welcome, and what it is, it's big old transfer with like a gazillion welcome phrases in different fonts and different sizes, and I'm going to take one of them and chalk it right across there. And open this up. Now, usually I like to cut apart, I like to keep the backer intact, but on one of these that's this big, I'm going to cut it apart. And we're going to use this welcome right here. I love this transfer. It's got 3 different welcomes. It's got a little floral branch. It has welcome. It has the word friends, all are, so it could be all are welcome, all friends are welcome. It has to our house, to our home, so you could say welcome to our home. It also has the word my, so you could chalk on welcome to my home. And then there's to the porch, so you can say welcome to the porch, stay a while, here, welcome here. All friends are welcome here. Lots of different things you can do with it. But we're just going to use this welcome, and it fits right on there. So I'm going to fuzz this. And try to center that. Push it down, make sure there's no air bubbles. And I'm going to use my black. And we're going to have a cute little welcome sign. Scrape off the excess, peel it up, and there we go. We've got welcome. Pretty, pretty, pretty. What do you think? Do we like it? I got a couple of spots I need to clean up. I can clean those up with some white paint, or I can try to scrub them off with my board eraser. Now I kind of wanted this to look like it was out in the garden. So what I'm going to do is I've got some of this moss. This is Spanish moss, but it's the green stuff. It's not the brown. So we are going to glue some of this down to the bottom. And this stuff can be very messy. Ooh. Yes. So I'm just going to glue some of this to the bottom here to make it look like this little fence is sitting out in the grass. I'm just going to get some glue. And attach that. There we go. Looks good. It's kind of messy. That's okay. And there we have it. I have my little garden sign that says welcome with my little botanicals. Again, this transfer is the March Club. If you are interested in learning more about club, type club in the comments and I'll send you a message and answer your questions. But this is our project. It already has a little hanger on it, but I could string a jute hanger on it if I wanted to, but I think I'm just going to keep that one hanger. But anyway, here is our sign. I hope you liked our project tonight. We went a little long, but I hope you had a good time. So thanks so much for watching. And okay, again, yes, Bill just typed it in. I got the fence sign from Walmart. It was just blank white. And I think it was under $10, 9 something. Bill put the link into it, but you can do this transfer on a lot of different things. But this is what I came up with. I hope you like it. I hope I inspired you to do something creative every day. So I may go tomorrow. I may do a quick live tomorrow early in the afternoon because I have my other basket weaving class tomorrow. So I'm going to be making another basket tomorrow, and I'll be sure and show that to you later. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Hope you're following us, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Bye-bye, everybody.